stable and everyone is happy. But then governments discover they have a problem, a little problem, which is going to become a big problem. They want to spend more than they are collecting in taxes. Maybe they're fighting wars. Maybe they're funding massive public works. Maybe the social security system's got out of control. The liabilities are just too big. Or maybe they're just buying votes with popular programs. Or perhaps it's all of the above. So what do? They start to borrow. And then they borrow some more. And then they borrow some more to pay the maturing debt that they owe. And then they borrow some more to pay the maturing debt plus the interest they owe. And then they borrow some more to pay the maturing debt plus the interest plus the extra money they want to spend again this year. And so it goes on until the debt becomes unsustainable. And this is where it gets interesting. Once you control the money supply, as a government, you face a temptation that no government can resist. They never have been able to resist it. And the temptation is to print more money to pay your debts and to fund all kinds of new spending and pet projects. Now, the process of loss of value can be very slow to start with because the government is always perceived as being able to repay because it can raise the taxes to do that. But of course, at some point, we pass the point of no return where it's just not possible to raise taxes enough to pay the debt. And then the currency starts to lose value at a faster pace. People start looking for alternatives. They look for things which aren't liabilities of the government. They look for things which can't be printed out of thin air. And as people shy away from these paper promises, eventually, we don't know when it will happen or if it will happen, but it's happened always in the past. Eventually, the whole system starts to spiral out of control and collapses. And when I say it collapses, I'm talking about the currency itself. Nobody wants to take the currency, they want other things. So, here we are. Here's the history, worthless notes. No matter where you look, pages and pages of them from countries all around the world have issued these banknotes, never to be repaid. And it's happening right now because you know and I know that most of the notes on the planet are backed by nothing other than a promise of your government. As far as I know, there's no government currently offering to change their banknotes for their goals. They're all hanging on to their gold for dear life, and for good reason. But this debasement of money is not a new thing. I'm going to take you back 2,000 years